Hey guys, this is Mark Yo here again and welcome back to my channel. So I've been using the Xiaomi Redmi 90 for almost 3 weeks already, and I must say that this is one of the best entry-level phone for the year 2021 that you can get under Ringgit Malaysia 599 Ringgit. Of course, if you don't mind older phones like Poco M3 or Redmi 9, you can always get them at a lower price. When I say old, it's not really that old. It's only a few months ago model. It's just that Xiaomi is very fast in launching new models almost every month. So as consumer, definitely I'm okay with it. And as usual, I'll be talking about the pros and cons of this phone. So let's get started, guys. First is the design. I actually love it. The textured Redmi word here and the light reflection when you tilt the phone at different angles. So together with the placement of the cameras, to be honest, from my point of view, this is the best entry-level phone design that I've ever seen. And this is my first orange color phone. So I must say that the color fits perfectly on the Redmi 90. And the back of the phone is actually textured, okay, and made of plastic. And the unibody of the back and the frame, okay, you can see it's actually unibody with a slight curve in between, making it easy and comfortable to hold in your hand. So although the back is actually plastic, but it feels solid. There's no hollow feeling at all. Secondly is the screen. It has a 6.53-inch 1080p Full HD IPS LCD display, which is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It's not AMOLED, but it's a good quality display at this price point. It has vibrant color and also good viewing angle. As I mentioned before in my previous videos, most entry-level phones, even up to the year 2021, still give consumer lower resolution HD 720p screen, which I think is really pathetic. Next is the dual stereo speaker setup, which you hardly see in other entry-level smartphone nowadays. So it has two speakers on top here and also at the bottom here, which give you the stereo speaker goodness. And the loudness and the bass is definitely above average from my point of view, which makes watching content and listening to songs very enjoyable. So let me show you a quick demo. And let me bump up the volume to the max. Nice, I love the sound output. Number 4, this phone has a Snapdragon 662 chipset, which has a Adreno 610 GPU. So app opening and scrolling is actually smooth, and most gaming is actually not a problem, like PUBG, Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, depending on the graphic and frame settings that you set. However, my favorite S-Sport 9 racing game has frequent frame drop even at the lowest setting. So this phone, to be honest, is not suitable for S-Sport 9 at all. So if you are heavy gamer or S-Sport 9, please don't buy this phone. Otherwise, you are actually good for other games. Number 5, the battery life. 6000 mAh battery of this phone can easily last you 2 full days without any worries. So screen on time of 9 to 10 hours at least is not an issue with normal usage. But if you game, it will also last you 5 to 6 hours of screen on time, which is actually impressive. Next is connectivity. So this phone actually supports voice over LTE out of the box. And as for Wi-Fi, it can support 5 GHz and 2.4 GHz connection, which is rarely seen in other entry-level smartphones. So while most entry-level phones still uses eMMC storage, the 90 has a UFS storage for better and faster data transferring. So UFS 2.1 for the 64 gig variant and UFS 2.2 for the 128 gig variant. Lastly, other additional features that I really appreciate is actually the fingerprint scanner, which is fast and accurate. Not bad. And the 90 actually has a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is still a welcoming feature. And if you can see here, that this is actually a slot for SIM card and also for micro SD. So this phone can actually support 2 SIM cards and 1 micro SD at the same time at the slot here. So this is actually awesome. Okay, let's talk about the cons of this phone. First, this phone actually has a quad camera setup, 48 megapixel main shooter, 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, 2 megapixel macro lens, and 2 megapixel depth sensor. So under good lighting condition, the main shooter, ultra wide and macro lens can actually take nice photo, not a problem. So even the selfie camera is actually not bad, not a problem at all. However, the night photography is actually below average, even when the night mode is turned on. So the result is actually underwhelming, and also the front and back cameras can only take videos at 1080p at 30 frames per second only, but no EIS or OIS. So your hands have to be still as possible, or you need to use a tripod for better video recording. So other special features like MIUI 12, like the clone mode, vlog mode, they are not available also in this camera. Secondly, this phone only accepts maximum 18 watt of charging capability. So it's not super slow, but to top up the massive 6000 mAh battery from 0 to 100%, it will take around 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is actually quite long by today's standard. So I hope that in future, Xiaomi can actually provide maybe perhaps 20 or 22.5 watt of fast charger to actually support faster fast charging in their entry-level phone. Number 3, the design of the dual drop notch is so 2019. It would be great if Xiaomi has given us a punch hole selfie camera instead. As usual, I'm just nitpicking on this. Number 4, I'm totally nitpicking on this also. As you can see here, the refresh rate of the screen is actually 60 Hz only. I know that this phone is less than USD $150, but it would be great if Xiaomi can give us at least 90 Hz of refresh rate at this price point. Of course, the nearest to this price is actually Poco X3 with 120 Hz of refresh rate, which has a higher price at Ringgit Malaysia 799. But I really want to see if Xiaomi can pull this off in the future. So this is just my wishful thinking. Finger crossed, guys. Well, it's almost the end of my full review of the Xiaomi Redmi 90. So for Ringgit Malaysia 599, I think it's a good deal for an entry-level phone. So what do you think? Anyone planning to buy? Or anyone using this already? Let me know in the comments below. So thanks again guys for watching, and please do like, share and subscribe if you appreciate my effort. Until then, take care, stay safe, and peace guys.